brotherhood. This is a word we use all the time. When you get on the New York City Fire Department or any fire department, these men become your brothers, your family. And as with any family, there's nothing that you wouldn't do for them, right? You need money for the meal? I got you. You need tours off because you got something going on? We'll take care of it. You got problems with your family, serious problems? We'll help you out. You need a new roof on your house? We're there. Brotherhood. And up to and everything, including dying for your brothers in a fire, doing what you can to help them out, anything. I would die for my brothers. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for my brothers. That's what you say in the firehouse. That's what you say around the guys. It means something. It's true. But never in a million years did I think, in my wildest dreams, that I'd be removing a deer tick from one of my brother's butt cheeks. A tick in the ass. That's what this is called. Never did I think that out of all those things that I said that I would do for my brothers or any of my brothers would do for me, that I'd be removing a tick out of a brother's ass. So here we are. I'm sitting in the kitchen, minding my own business. It's a night tour, right? I think it's just after the tour, maybe 6:30-ish, 7 o'clock, not sure. Watching the news, the guys were preparing a meal or something, or I was just in there by myself, or maybe one or two other guys drinking coffee. And all of a sudden, one of the young guys, I'm not going to say his name because he's still on, and he's going to know who it is, and maybe the guys will know who it is, if you're even listening. He opens the kitchen door, and where I sit, I could see everybody come in. The door is right there. And he's got a look on his face of like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. He's panicking. And I'm like, dude, what's the matter? What's going on? He's like, bro, I think I got a tick in my ass. He must have just got out of the shower or something like that and washed his ass and felt this tick, and he couldn't see it. You know, when you got something on your like your back, your ass, you can't really see it. So maybe that's what happened. Maybe he was working out, he took a shower, and he just came in the kitchen, and I just happened to be the guy there drinking my coffee. And he's like, I think I got a tick in my ass. And if anybody who's had Lyme disease knows, it sucks. So we got to get that tick out. No matter. I go, bro, say no more. Get on a table and drop your drawers. Now, being a fireman, you're used to people's bodies and blood and guts and all their bodily secretions and all sorts of stuff. You know, I'm going to tell another video about having to get used to all that stuff. So me being an older guy, I think I'm maybe 10 years older than him. I'm like an older brother to the guy. I go, bro, get on a table and drop your drawers. And so he pulls his pants down and he lays on the kitchen table face down. And, you know, sure enough, he's a hairy fellow. So as I'm working my way through the hair on his butt cheek, sure enough, he's got a tick. He's got a tick right in his butt cheek. And I'm like, yeah, man, you got one. You know, he's like, you got to get it out for me. You got to get this tick out. So I go, all right, say no more. Now two other guys come in and they're like, oh man, what are we doing here? So I go, say no more. Stay right there. So I go out into the apparatus floor. Now 59 Engine was an EMS depot. We had all the medical supplies. We had everything. You name it, top to bottom. All the companies would come in the battalion would come to us to pick up all their medical supplies. So we had everything. So I go and I get the giving birth kit. There's a whole kit to give birth. If you got to go on a run to give birth, you got a gown, you got a mask, a face mask, you got gloves, you got everything, you got all sorts of stuff. So I go run and I get one of those kits and I suit up. I put the face shield down, I put the mask on, I put the rubber gloves on, and I get a pair of tweezers, and just, you know, we're all good to go. So I kick open the kitchen door and I go, doctor's in, doctor's ready for operation. So he's just like, he shakes his head. The other guys are like, yeah, let's go. So now I got him laying down on the kitchen table, pants down, ass up, in the wind, and I'm digging for this tick. And the other two guys, you know, and I'm just digging. I'm trying to move the big forest on his ass, trying to find this tick and trying to pull it out. Anybody who's pulled a tick out of anywhere in your body, you know how hard it is. You know what a pain in the ass it is. Those things dig in deep, man. And now as I'm trying to do this, the other two or three guys are all, you know, everybody's like just watching, just hanging out. They got a flashlight on me. And I'm just digging, trying to get this freaking nasty ass tick out. And now he's laying on the kitchen table. You know, this guy had trust enough in me to pull his pants down and lay on the kitchen table prone with his ass in the air for me, one of his brothers, to try and find a tick and dig it out of his butt cheek. So he's panicking. He doesn't want to get Lyme disease because it sucks. So now I'm trying to get this tick out, and now there's 3 or 4 guys in there, and everybody's watching, because we're all brothers and we're all helping out. Gay scalpel, and the guy will hand me a scalpel, scissors, jokes. It's just hysterical, and we're all in it. Like, fuck it, man. This is my brother. I'll do this for him. Fuck it. Why not? Right? I'm gonna dig a tick out of his ass. So as this is happening, we're all in it. The kitchen door opens, and another real young guy comes in, and he sees us, this guy with his ass in the air, his pants down, and me gowned up, digging into his ass, and the other 3 guys staring at it. He just didn't know what to do, and he just backed. Didn't say a word, eyes wide, and just backed out of the kitchen. You know how Homer Simpson backs into the leaves, into the brush, to the bushes? That's what he did. He didn't know, he just didn't. He was probably going to tell everybody else, or didn't want to tell everybody else what he has just seen in the kitchen, at the kitchen table. So we were laughing. So boom, freaking boom, I get it. I get this tick out of this guy's ass. Make sure the claws are out of there. And I show it to him, and I'm like, yeah, I got it, buddy. And I think when we were done, I think I even slapped him on his ass. Smack. Just to let him know I was done, and we got it. And he was so thankful. And, it was a big laugh, and we had fun. But seriously, there may come a time in your brotherhood, you say you're that guy's brother, you say you'll do anything for that guy, I'll die for that guy, trying to get him out of a fire, or I'll do anything for his family if he needs it, or you name it. That guy needs money, I'll be there. He needs a new roof on his house, or his house gutted, or he just moved in somewhere, and he's, whatever, we're there. We got you. You guy freaking drunk, you want to pick him up, something, anything you would do for your brother, up to and including a tick in the ass, pulling a tick out of a guy's ass. As embarrassing as that was for him, must have been for him, he asked me, he needed help, and I was there. And these other guys were there. And as shocking as it was for some other guys, that's what you do. Your brother needed you. Your brother was in peril. Your brother was panicking. He didn't know what to do. And he needed, to have that tick taken out of his ass. And I was the guy. I just happened to be the guy to do it. Would any of these other guys do it? I don't know, maybe. But I think I was the senior guy sitting in the kitchen when it happened. And we did it. It's funny. It's funny, but stuff like that might happen, man. Intimate stuff, like stuff that you tell stuff to guys in the kitchen that aren't supposed to leave the kitchen. There's a story that is funny. I'm not mentioning any names, but, usually stuff you tell guys in secret, like these guys are your brothers. And, I'm sure nobody else knows except for the people in the firehouse about that story. But it's just one of those things that you might have to deal with as a fireman. Your brotherhood. Nothing I wouldn't do for my brothers, right? Up to and including taking a tick out of a guy's ass. All right. So if you ever need a tick out of your ass, call the kitchen table. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great day. I was inspired to tell that story. I hope it's funny. I hope you like it. Subscribe to the channel. Check it out. Look at 8.5 minutes and I'm done. These stories are great. Quick hits. All right. Remember, it must be true if you heard it at the kitchen table. Take care.